Welcome, friends, to Crazy Women Country, where women's voices matter. We bring you the greatest female voices in the music industry, from the artists, songwriters, and producers, to managers and executives, and all the women who make the music industry what it is today. Thank you for joining us.
Okay, first question. Guilty pleasure music.
Oh,
We start hard.
that's
a difficult question.
Immediately went for the hardest one. Guilty pleasure music. Oh my gosh. I'm covering a Britney Spears song that I'll be releasing in the new year. So I've been binging Britney Spears. I guess that would be a guilty pleasure. Yeah, that'd be it.
So wait, before we move on, I'm going to have to ask a question to follow up that because, did you watch the Mickey Mouse Club when she was on it?
No, I didn't. But I've seen clips of it. It was like Christina Aguilera, Britney Spears, Justin Timberlake.
There was a whole group, wasn't there?
Yeah, I think it was like trauma camp for them, honestly.
From the sounds of it, yeah. It didn't sound like it was much fun. But yeah.
Poor Britney.
Oh. So tell us, what's the excuse you've ever used or heard for being late?
An excuse for being late. Oh my gosh. I feel like people blame their dogs a lot these days. I feel like everybody has a dog. I feel like less and less people are having kids and more animals. They're like, oh, my dog, So yeah, I would say that.
Yeah, I can understand that. My dogs can be a pain, so yeah.
There you go.
So today, your favorite song is?
I have been listening to Steven Wilson Jr.'s album on repeat. And I've been listening to the whole album, just nonstop. He's an American guy, and I think the album's called it's about his father, like Son of Father or something like that. Son of Dad. It's so good. Every song in it is amazing. It's like it was written by in Nashville by writers that also write pop music. So it's written like Taylor Swift could sing this album, except it's outlaw. So the production is more outlaw, and it's like such a cool mashup. So yeah, that's something I've just been listening to nonstop.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
If you had a pet parrot, what would you teach it to say?
Fuck off.
I love that. Straight to the point. I love it.
Sheer honesty.
Definitely. I love it. Okay. What one song would play every time you enter the room?
I Put a Spell on You.
Yeah, there you go.
Great song.
Yeah.
What is one band or musician you would love to party with?
These are tough. These are tough questions because there's so many options. Who would I want to party with?
We'll have to come up with easier questions next time. I'll try.
Aerosmith.
That would be awesome. That would be very cool.
Because they're still partying and they're like 100. And I feel like they're like the OG. All of those 80s rock bands just know what's up. Yeah.
They know how to party. Would you go to karaoke with me?
Would I go to karaoke with you? Hell yeah. I would. I used to be scared to do karaoke, and I still get nervous. I don't know why. There's a friend of mine hosts like a live band karaoke, and I've only done it one time because I feel so nervous. I don't know why. Isn't that ridiculous? It's ridiculous. But yeah, I would do it for you.
Awesome. I like this.
Cool. That is definitely awesome to hear.
That
It's
is,
nice that you know, like people are like, oh, I don't get nervous doing that, and so that was great.
that is.
Oh, okay. Should the toilet paper hang over or under when you put it on the roll?
Over. Pet peeve, always over. It cannot be under. That's just insanity.
That is
Insanity.
insanity.
Yeah.
I love how people get so passionate about that question. And
I love you. Yeah, I love you.
If you think about it, it's kind of a huge part of our life.
It is.
It is.
And it is very important.
Very
Yes,
important.
agreed. I
Very
will
important.
judge you for sure if it's under. Like I'll be like, this person's a psychopath.
I love that. The
Red
first
flag.
song, Psychopath, is the way
flag.
you. Yeah, I love it.
That might be a new song.
I think
Yeah.
there's a song in there somewhere. There's got to be.
Yeah, toilet paper's under. It's a red flag. I don't know. But just say no. Go home. I don't know.
Yeah. Put that one up for later.
She's taking notes here. This, you know. If you ever wrote a book, what genre would it be?
Autobiography, maybe. But I did over COVID write a children's book. Yeah, like a young children's book, like 3 to 5. And it's written. I just have been sitting on it and waiting for it to be illustrated. But yeah, so I did do that. But I figure one day I have enough crazy stories to do an autobiography too.
That is one book I would read.
Oh yeah.
As long as you mention us, we don't mind.
There you go.
Hey, it wouldn't be the first book I was mentioned in. So that would be really cool, though.
There we go.
Oh, if you could have a lifetime supply of anything, what would it be?
Guitars?
Yes.
That's a great answer.
I love that.
Answer. Most people go for food or something, you know, pizza or whatever.
Just endless supply of cool guitars. Yeah, that would be good. Those things are so fucking expensive.
Oh yes. Okay, what's on your bucket list?
Oh my gosh, there's so much. I always wanted to tour internationally, so that is very high on the bucket list.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I think we should get that going for 2024/2025.
I
Definitely.
agree. I agree. I did apply to some international festivals, so we'll see.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
We'll keep our fingers and toes crossed.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, do you believe in aliens and unicorns?
I believe that we don't know anything. I believe that it's absolutely impossible for anyone to know the scope of this universe. So I guess I wouldn't be surprised. And I don't know, it's not something I spend a lot of time thinking about, but I also, if it were true, I'd be like, all right, well.
That's cool.
I feel like we would have to take like a trip to Roswell. This would be like a fun trip or something. Like,
that'd be
Yeah.
awesome, wouldn't it? There we go. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. What was the last thing you read?
Pardon? What was the last?
What was the last thing you read?
What was the last thing I read? Biff Naked's autobiography.
Okay.
She's a cool lady. Yeah, she's awesome. Also Canadian musician. You know, like growing up in the 90s punk rock scene as this tiny, tiny, sweet lady was an insane journey, and I definitely look up to her.
Perfect.
if you were the ruler of the world, who would be your top advisor?
Dolly Parton, obviously.
Yes. I love that. Dolly Parton's got a bit there.
Yeah.
What's your game plan in a zombie apocalypse?
I mean, samurai swords and remoteness, just being super remote away from people and zombies.
It's perfect.
Or
Or-
cult leader.
There you go, cult leader. You can have everybody else protect you, and you'll just sit there. Safe.
Yeah, I don't know. I always thought I'd be a great cult leader and it'd be a tax break. So I feel like it's a win-win.
I love that. She's thought this through quite a bit.
You know, I've never thought of being a cult follower, but you know, call me out. Maybe I'll change my mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
We'll be there.
Yeah. Wait, are we all gonna get really cool cult tattoos then?
Absolutely.
There you
That's
go.
that's part of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the initiation.
Can you stand a tattoo?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, so if you were arrested, what would you be arrested for?
Ooh.
I feel like
my
this is
God.
open.
Yeah, I mean, I would have previously said like drunk and disorderly, but I don't drink anymore, so I'm pretty boring now. I don't know, maybe like defending somebody else's honor. I would smack a bitch, you know? Like I don't want to, but if I had to.
That's when the endless guitars come in, because
Yeah.
Okay, who would play you in a movie about your life?
Who would play me? Maybe Miley Cyrus, because she can sing and act, and we're probably around the same age. And she used to
That
sing
makes me
country
feel
music,
old.
so I'm sure she could still swing it.
I think she could.
Yeah.
So if I called you up and said, "Hey, Nickola, I have a dead body I need to hide. Do you know a good hiding place?"
I can neither confirm or deny that question.
That's not fair. Okay.
We'll talk later offline.
We'll get the answer then. Okay. What's the worst pizza topping?
Sardines. Ugh.
Yeah,
So gross.
I can agree with that one. Sardines.
Who can do that? Like that's just nasty.
That is definitely wrong.
Yeah, hard pass.
Okay, so last question. Tell me something you would never do.
Such a strong word.
I know some people would say they would never jump out of a perfectly good airplane. At least alone. I would tandem possibly. Yeah, no. Yeah, that would probably be it.
I mean, I've definitely jumped off a lot of high things like mountains and such, so I don't think I could say that. I guess I would never not do music.
That is beautiful.
Yeah. Gotta do it.
Which is good. We want you to keep doing music.
Yeah.
We need that.
And if you're just catching us, by the way, friends, make sure you go check out the interview about Nickola's recent release, Hit and Run. Go check that out now. And yeah, thanks for joining us again. It's been a blast having you.
Thank you for having me. It's been a great time. So happy to be here.
If you enjoyed today's episode of Crazy Women Country, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Be sure to click the subscribe button for new interviews weekly. And thank you, friends, for joining us today on Crazy Women Country, where women's voices matter.